Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. I'm a lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Doodin' doo-doo, feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. No deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dimpled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning dew drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Slow down, you move too fast. Got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones. Look for fun and feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Doodin' doo-doo, feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. I got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dimpled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones. Look for fun and feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. I got no deeds. Oh, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Doodin' doo-doo, feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. No deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dimpled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning dew drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy.
Uh, no, desk and have these in the sit on it.
Okay.
Yeah, just sit up there. Don't hang it up for much.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks. Is there anything else you need?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
setup.
Okay.
It's more complicated than it really is. It's an HDMI cord
Okay.
that comes down to this adapter, which turns it into USB, which can then go in.
Okay.
And then this is just the internet
So
plug.
special HDMI to that adapter to just a normal USB to USB.
Yeah, and it plugs in.
Okay.
And then there's two softwares that we are running. So this one's called OBS.
OBS. Okay.
And
So
the
is
other-
that something like I'll have to download? Or?
Yeah, and it's just a free download right off the internet.
Okay.
Russ Bonnie's the one that taught it to us. And then you just, within the RES YouTube account,
Okay.
there's a, actually if you're here, you can just go to create, and it says go live stream, and then it takes you to here.
Okay.
And then all you do down here, it comes into this one right here.
Mhm.
Takes you down, you copy the, you can't see it right there. It's called a stream key.
Okay.
So you just copy it, and then over here, in settings,
Okay.
in stream, you put the key in, you click
Okay.
OK, and then right now it says stop streaming, but it would be start streaming. As soon as you hit
Okay.
start, it goes to YouTube.
So are you streaming right now?
Yeah, so it's streaming right now. So actually people can hear our conversation.
Okay.
But, so any teacher that's listening.
Good thing I'm very professional.
So anyways, so anything you see here is going right through there.
Okay. Yeah, maybe next time I'll download the OBS, and then next time just I'll do it, but kind of be here
Go
to
through for the setup
go
part.
through it.
Yeah, that would be, so it's not bad. And then as soon as it's done, you just click end stream on both.
Okay.
That's it. There's actually fun things you can do where you can put the titles up and have them fade in and out, but we won't do that.
Careful by the window.
What's that?
I said careful by the window.
We're gonna wait till
My window fell out.
That's right.
I was opening it yesterday. The whole small square window. The thing. It didn't break. So Somerville came and just popped it back in. But yeah, the whole window.
Mario mask. Okay.
No highs for Dale.
I went down to the red to one of the classes.
Salmon? That's Mr. Salmon.
Hi, guys.
This guy, he's Mr. Big.
Yep.
Mr. Stevie. He is big. He teaches grade 2.
Yeah. I might be your teacher next year.
They're not gonna come. We're gonna take a break. Why?
Oh, it looks like I'll be his teacher next year.
According to tradition.
I didn't know
we
Jimmy
waiting for
Ralph
someone
was at the
else?
junior high. He was halftime at the junior high.
How did he get that halftime position?
Because we started football yesterday. So I thought he was there to help coach the high school. He was coaching the junior high. Is there a way to see who's watching on the stream, or how
You
many
can
viewers
see how
type thing?
many.
Or?
Yeah, you can see how many.
So did you send this with the grade 1 parents as well, share the stream code, or
I didn't, just to the all
just
the,
to teachers and whatnot?
I'm being asked to turn up the volume. See if I can figure it out. Oh, it's all the way up. I got 23 on it right now.
Wow.
Right here.
So there's a speaker there, but the mic is through that. So anything we say will overblast them as soon as they start.
Okay, so we gotta stay quiet.
Yeah.
Roger.
I'm gonna go check the recess to see if everyone's in.
Yeah.
I see Mrs. Vershagen too. Jacob, do you see Mrs. Vershagen? Now tomorrow, Mrs. Hogg is having You want to stand up over here? Right here. So you have two choices. You can sit there or you can stand back here with me.
Sorry, how do you energetic fellow?
Okay, I think we're ready. Are you ready, grade ones? Awesome. All right, let's see how
Sorry.
good of listeners that you can be, because today is a very, very special day. So welcome to everybody to our first virtual assembly. So everyone that, yay! Thank you very much. We're happy to try this out, and we thank everybody that's helped us set up for this. Welcome to the grade ones, especially, and their teachers, because this is an assembly for two reasons. I'm already dropping my things. All right, this is an assembly for two reasons. One reason we're having this assembly is to welcome the grade ones to Raymond Elementary, and we have a special gift for you because we're so happy that you've joined our school, and we hope that you have a fabulous grade 1 year. And the other reason, well, first of all, we do have a special guest, and this is Mr. Hogg. Do you remember him from kindergarten? Wow. And Mr. Hogg thinks he's here to help hand out the books and the blankets, and he is here for that one reason. But he's also here for another reason that I think is probably going to be a little bit of a surprise to him. Because Mr. Hogg, last year, he decided that he was going to retire. He wanted to spend some time at home on his honey-do list and his technology. And so last year, he decided that he was, oh my goodness, he was going to retire. And then Mrs. Vershagen and I had these great big plans. We were going to have a big assembly, and we were going to have kids singing and dancing and celebrate Mr. Hogg's time as a teacher and as our principal. And then, of course, you know, the COVID hit. So we weren't able to do that. So we're happy today, Mr. Hogg, that we're going to celebrate you and your fabulous long career and wish you a very happy retirement and send you all our good wishes. So that's the other reason that we're going to celebrate today. So as I was thinking about my time with Mr. Hogg, I've learned a lot from Mr. Hogg. And I wanted to share just a couple things that I've learned. This is especially probably the teachers should take notice. So Mr. Hogg always told me, these are the things I've learned from him. A budget is only a guideline. So teachers, when you're doing your classroom budgets, just remember, a budget is only a guideline. That means that if you need to go over, you just go over. The other thing that I've learned from Mr. Hogg is that food is a very important part of wellness. Because when Mr. Hogg was here, we kind of had a theme of food. Do you all remember? Teachers, do you remember? Staff, do you remember?
Yeah, chicken and ribs.
Yes, chicken and ribs, says Mrs. Beck. I have barbecued everything with Mr. Hogg. I think we barbecued hot dogs, hamburgers, sausages. And I got to tell you, at the very, very first, Mr. Hogg would look at me barbecuing, and he said to me, "You don't do this much, do you?" And no, I don't. But anyway, and the many Costco trips you took to get food, handing out the e-cards, and of course the Dr. Pepper pop. I don't know, grade ones, if you know this, but Mr. Hogg loves Dr. Pepper. So that's what I've learned from Mr. Hogg. I've also learned that dressing up is fun because Mr. Hogg was dressed up as a scientist, a farmer. He was that guy with the minion. You remember him? Gru, he was that. He was Mr. Lemoncello. I believe you were also Santa Claus at one point. Yes, and many other things. So dressing up is fun. Don't forget that. And finally, the number one thing I've learned from Mr. Hogg is that family comes first. Mr. Hogg and I have been through lots of ups and downs as our admin team together. And the one thing that Mr. Hogg always showed was compassion to everybody, no matter what they were going through. So thank you for teaching me that. All right. Mr. Hogg, we have a bunch of memories from the kids, and I'm just going to read a few of them to you. And then I'm going to present you with all of these books. They're actually quite humorous. And during your spare time that you have, I'm sure you'll be able to read through these. All right, my favorite memory of Mr. Hogg. I remember he was always smiling in the hallways. I also remember he was cheery on the morning announcements. I also remember when there was a lockdown drill. He scared us so much by wiggling the doorknob. Mr. Hogg, my favorite memory of you is when you forgot to turn off the intercom and we heard your whole conversation. I remember that one. Oh, probably. Mr. Hogg, my favorite memory of you was when you said that it was a snow day. I love that one. All right. I remember Mr. Hogg is when you would do fun things from the school, and I loved it when you announced our birthday. Mr. Hogg, I remember that you are the best, and we will miss you. You are kind, and you are funny, and you are awesome. And you helped us out on tough times, and you read to us, and you taught us about Russia. Do you remember that? All right. Here's another one. Mr. Hogg. Oh, this is some advice for you. This is from someone in grade 3. I really think since you have retired, you should sleep in all day. I think you should definitely get a little puppy, and I think you should take ballet lessons. I would like a video of that when that happens. Mr. Hogg, I remember the time you came to our class and you read Dragons Love Tacos. You were really good at exaggerating. And for your retirement, I think you should go on bike rides, swim, and go on really big trips. And finally, Mr. Hogg is always kind, cheerful, always wearing a plaid shirt. That's so perfect. And he's groovy. And speaking of groovy, Mr. Hogg, we have a special guest singer for you that's going to sing you a song. Addie Van Meer, can you come up here? And she's going to sing you a groovy song.
Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones. Look for fun and feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? You've come to watch your flowers glowing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Doo-doo-doo, feeling groovy.
she'd like to say, or read, or both.
Retirement. Time goes by so very fast. It's so hard to believe. It's time for your retirement. Time for feeling free. You've worked so very hard to make this dream come true, and no one deserves it any more than you. You've had some rough times. You made it through them all. You made the best of what life brings, and today you're standing tall. I wish you days of happiness, not filled with any strife. I hope that your retirement years are the best years of your life. So a couple of things that I have learned from Mr. Hogg, and I don't usually do very well with not writing things down as I speak. So I have 2 words for you. Daisy chaining. So, if you don't know, Mr. Hogg and I have spent many hours setting up speakers and cables and staging and cables and more cables. And so finally, just last year, I learned the term daisy chaining. So that's what I leave you with today.
All right, and what day to remember Mr. Hogg and his career would be, how could we do this, possibly do this without some people that have known you since back in the North Side days? And this will be just a barrel of fun. Yes, a wee bit scary perhaps, but Mrs. Layton, Mrs. Heggie, come on down. I know. I want you kids to put up your hands if you've ever heard the story, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Well, you're going to hear it again, but it's a little different, so listen for the changes. "'Twas the night before COVID, and all through the school, not a classroom was open, not even the pool. The teachers were scrambling to know what to do, and Mr. Hogg was worried about kids just like you. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of homework, no homework, danced in their heads. And the mums and the dads were stressing and worried, thinking that they would have to learn math in a hurry. He organized the teachers, got them working online, so all of you could get educated and turn out just fine. His days to retirement were coming up fast. This whole COVID mess he knew wouldn't last, but it did, and he missed being able to say goodbye to you students and staff the last day.
Retirement is hard when you leave a career and being around students year after year. But adventures await you. The world's at your feet, and this stage in your life is now complete. You'll be dressed for vacations, Google Map in hand, planning lots of trips throughout all the land, with a very large backpack flung on your back, filled with sunscreen, mosquito spray, water, and snacks. Will you go on safari, or someplace real cool, or soak in your hot tub, or get out your tools, 'cause knowing your wife, she'll have quite a list of home decor renos and projects you've missed. No way, you're retiring, you're tired of chores, you want to travel and have adventures galore. Or just sit in your armchair reading a book, or out on a lawn chair with a fish on a hook. Be king of your barbecue tending some meat, or lay by a pool just beating the heat.
So, when you spring to your car, give us all a quick wave.
And just think in your heart all the memories you'll save. We just want to thank you and your beautiful wife.
We'll miss you like crazy and have a great life. Thank you. You two are awesome, creative, and fabulous. All right, anyone that knows me really well knows that music is a big part of my life. And Mr. Hogg knows that I have a song for almost everything. If something happens, I quote him a line. So here are 3 for you, just for your retirement. Elton John, you know he's my favorite. I'm still standing. Yep, you're still standing, better than you ever did, looking like a true survivor, acting like a little kid. Second one, drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book really begins. The rest is still unwritten. And finally, it doesn't matter how far down the road you go. It doesn't matter that we have to let you go. You're always with us, written in the history of the Raymond Elementary School heart. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all you've done for our students and staff. We greatly, greatly appreciate you and wish you and Chris the very, very, very best. We have a little gift for you. I'll box it all
Push it
up.
in, buddy.
Do you want to say something? Sure you do.
Wow, I was kind of not really expecting this, but I knew I'd get at least the last word from those two from Northside. Memories is all that are all that you have, guys, as you go through school, as you make friends, as you make relationships with your teachers, with other students. It's all about making memories and friends. And I'll tell you what, I have so many memories, and I've made so many friends. My life's a success. And most of them are little tiny guys like you. I love to come visit the grade 1 students. Love to go visit the grade 6 students. And it's no secret that when I meet your parents, I call them by, oh, you're Johnny's mom or dad, because I really don't know them. I just know you. And that's kind of a cool thing too. I'd like to thank you for the song. That was very, very well done. The life of a principal is, as Mr. Salmon knows, is sometimes hard, sometimes lonely, sometimes you have to make decisions, sometimes you have to do things that you're told to do. And I think the best advice or the best thank you that I can give back is that I'm so glad that I never had to do it alone. I had great people around me. I had great teachers. I had fantastic students. And it's a journey. And we made that journey together. So thank you for letting me make memories with you.
Okay, so now we're going to part 2 of our assembly. And grade 1s, this is a tradition that started with Mr. Hogg, actually, that whenever you get to grade 1, you get a reading blanket, a blanket that you can cuddle up at home and read a good book with, and you also get a book. And the book that we've chosen today is a very cool one. It's called A Tiger Tale, and it's kind of about what happens to the tiger his very first day of school. So what we're going to do is we'll start with, how about Mrs. Levitt's class, and we will, if you can just maybe line up, if you want to do it that way. Either way? Okay. We'll line up, and then Mr. Hogg is going to give you a book and a blanket, and then you can go out the outside. So thanks to everybody for virtually showing up for our assembly, and welcome to the grade 1s. We are glad you're at Raymond Elementary.
Make sure they're there. Yeah. couple of the people.
Last is best.
Surround the light. Yeah. No, that's pretty good.
You guys? Bentley?
You guys can follow her. Go follow her. Go get your blanket.